Cartoon reviews are a very popular genre on YouTube, but a lot of cartoons that never get talked about are a lot of the cartoons from the 30s and 40s. Despite these being pieces of animation history and a lot of them still being really funny today, people don't really talk about them. So in this video, I'm going to shed a spotlight on one of my favorite classic cartoons, Popeye. Popeye was first created in January of 1929 for the comic strip Thimble Theater, and he wouldn't get his first on-screen appearance until 1933, in the Betty Boop cartoon Popeye the Sailor.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Shortly after, Popeye would get his first original cartoon, called I Am What I Am. The format for most Popeye cartoons is Popeye and his enemy Bluto fighting for the love of olive oil, and comedy ensues. The shorts are filled with slapstick gags and wacky animation, which I love. The animation looks so wacky sometimes, and I feel like it's something you never really see in modern cartoons nowadays. Another thing to note is that despite these being cartoons, they aren't really targeted towards kids. You gotta remember, these played theatrically before movies and stuff, so these cartoons are really intended for everyone. Because of this, you get a lot of humor that probably wouldn't fly in cartoons today. For example, there's a cartoon from 1943 called Happy Birthdays. In this short, Popeye invites this sad dude to his birthday because he wants to, shoot himself. And this is not taken seriously at all. No, it's the running gag of the cartoon. Not only that, at the end, Popeye kills him. Yes, Popeye kills a man. One of Popeye's main character traits is his love for spinach. In fact, the popularity of Popeye significantly boosted the sales of spinach by 33%. I imagine a lot of kids were disappointed when they asked their parents to get spinach because Popeye ate it, and then they realized that it actually tastes like garbage. Popeye wouldn't be seen in color for the first time until 1936, with the release of Popeye the Sailor meets Sinbad the Sailor. This cartoon has some absolutely amazing visuals. I love the vibe of how it looks. The backgrounds especially look really good. This cartoon is also longer. Most Popeye cartoons around that time were 7 minutes, but this one is 16 minutes long, which I guess was a pretty big deal at the time. Now, despite me loving these shorts, there is a lot of content in them that hasn't aged the best. For example, there's a short from 1942 called You're a Sap, Mr. Jap, and it is so darn racist. I get that it was the 40s, but gosh, this is kinda cuckoo. The shorts were produced by Fleischer Studios from 1933 to 1942, but from 1942 onwards, they were produced by Famous Studios. I've heard some people say that it got worse when it started being produced by Famous Studios, but I don't know, I think they're still pretty good. The final theatrical Popeye short, Spooky Swabs, was released on August 9th, 1957, but Popeye would return in 1960 with the TV series Popeye the Sailor, which ran until 1962, and in 1978 the all-new Popeye Hour came out, which ran until 1983. And Popeye would of course get a live-action movie in 1980, this time being played by Robin Williams. I know some people don't like this movie, but I can't help but love it. Now, Popeye hasn't appeared in anything new for quite a while. In 2013, there was a CGI movie being worked on, and even some test animation was released, which looked really good, but unfortunately the film was cancelled. It sucks. Maybe this movie could have revitalized the Popeye character, made him more popular in the modern day. But unfortunately, films get cancelled all the time, and we never got to see what could have been of the Popeye animated film. The last official appearance of Popeye was in the 2004 direct-to-video movie, Popeye's Voyage: The Quest for Pappy. I've never seen it, but it sure doesn't look the greatest. Maybe it has a good plot, but I don't know, this animation just don't look the best. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. I just wanted to talk about Popeye, and not that many videos on YouTube about Popeye, so here's a video about Popeye. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.